Unlock your potential today at skillbakery.com.
Hi everyone, welcome to day 16, the final day of the RAG for Beginners series. Today, we will build our solo project called PopChoice. PopChoice is a movie recommendation chatbot. The user tells us what kind of movie they feel like watching, and the system recommends the best matching movie from our database. To make this project better, we will create a proper movies table instead of using the generic documents table. This new table will store the movie name, a short description, and the embedding. First, we'll be going to Supabase SQL editor and run the following code to create the table. Here we are creating a table called movies with following columns: name, description, and embedding. Let's run selected. Click on run without RLS. It's running right now, and there we go. So this creates a clean table with three important columns: name, description, and embedding. Next, we need a function to search this table. For that, we'll be creating a SQL. So let's wipe this out and have our method created over here. That's match movies, and here we are taking query embedding as text, match threshold, and match count. Then these are the columns that it is going to return as result. So name, description, and similarity. And here we are simply saying select ID, name, and description. This is the familiar cost implementation of semantic match that we are doing over here. And finally, we are limiting it by the match count that we have defined, or the default value of 5. So this function, you can see that it is quite similar to the one that we used earlier, but it returns the movie name and description. So let's run this now, and then we are going to create a new file which is going to insert the movie details in our newly created movies table. So for that, we have created PopChoice insert movies.js file. And over here, you can see that we have a collection of movies which we are inserting using the insert movies method. And here we are creating the embeddings first, so that we have name, description, and embedding of that particular movie. Once that's done, you can see that we are just simply calling insert movies. So here what we'll do now is we'll be running this file node PopChoice insert movies.js, press enter, and there we go. We have successfully inserted all these movies. Let's quickly go ahead and open up our table editor to see the movies table that we have created. And inside this movies table, you must have the records that we just inserted. So we have 10 movies now in our movies collection. And over here, we have created our popchoice.js file. This is the main file which is actually going to query our movies table that we have created. So here you'll notice that we have our interface ready, which is exactly how we had in day 5 when we created our chatbot. And then this is the get recommendation method, and this is expecting a parameter, user preference. So whenever user is entering anything over here, that is passed to our create embedding method, which is getting the query embedding basically. And then we are calling our match movies method, and the match movies method will then return some results. If not, then in case of error, will return the search error. And if there are no matches at all, then it will simply say, sorry, I couldn't find a good match. Here we are taking top 3 results, and then we have our matches over here, using which we are creating our context. So our context basically comprises of movie description. And once that's done, we have our prompt, which says you are a PopChoice, a friendly movie recommendation assistant. Based on the user's preference, recommend the single best movie from the options below. Clearly mention the movie name and explain briefly why it is a good fit. So here we are passing the user preferences and then the context that we have created over here and the recommendation that will come. So the recommendation will basically be provided by OpenAI API based on the embeddings that matches our movies collection. And here we have our response. And then this is the method which is starting the PopChoice. So you'll get all these initial welcome message like PopChoice, tell me what kind of movie you want, type exit to quit. And then the ask method, which is if you type exit, it is going to exit the PopChoice chat interface. And if you have asked a question, the preference will be passed over here in the get recommendation method. Here you can see we are calling start PopChoice by default. So the moment you launch this file, that PopChoice gets called. So over here, I'll be calling node PopChoice.js, press enter. And here you can see it is asking me, tell me what kind of movie you want. And there you go. You have a number of matches returned over here as 5. So these are the movie recommendations from PopChoice, and it recommends Inception. And then from OpenAI, we have this description available for based on the query that we had. In case your search is not yielding any results, then I would request you to look for the IVF flat index. When we first created over here in our Supabase, when we first created the index, it was either built before the data was fully inserted or built with settings that didn't work well with only 10 rows. As a result, Postgres was using a broken, incomplete index and couldn't properly calculate distances between different movie embeddings. So to fix it, what we did, we dropped the earlier index that we created. Here we were setting the maintenance work memory to 128 MB and then created the index all over again using create index on movies using IVF flat embedding vector cosine ops with lists equal to 10. So once this was done, this particular query returned correct results, as you can see over here. So one important lesson is whenever you are working with vector indexes, especially IVF flat, always create the index after inserting your data, not before. Building the index on an empty or nearly empty table often leads to poor or broken search results. And this we confirmed by disabling the enable index scan. So here you can also check this out by running this command set enable index scan is equal to off, then run a query, and if that returns a result, that means the index was not working correctly, and you can later drop that index, create a new one like we did over here, and then rerun the query as shown to confirm that the results are coming up properly or not. This is a common gotcha when learning RAG with Supabase and pgvector. This completes our PopChoice project and the entire RAG for Beginner course. The source code will be available via GitHub repository. Do check the descriptions for more details. In this one, we have learned what embeddings are, how to store them in a vector database, how to perform semantic search, how to chunk text, how to handle errors, how to manage multiple matches, and finally, how to build a complete recommendation chatbot. Thank you for following this series. See you in the next one.
If you find the video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.